Welcome back to Talkin Ball with my dog, the college baseball talk series that we do on our Press Box After Dark TikTok page. My name is Hunter. I'm not the dog. There is the dog. Her name is Cookie. She is tangled up. We need to untangle her. Horrible camera shot there. Sorry about that. But when we started this series, talking college baseball, walking around our neighborhood, I asked you guys in the comment section below, tell me who your favorite team is. We'll talk about them. I'll do my research. I'll look them up, give you what I like, what I don't like, the question marks I have going into the season, and then just kind of keeping up with your teams in the comment section throughout the year and talking about them as much as I can. And the challenge was accepted by a former roommate of mine in college. So shout out Nick Isbell. He commented that he wants Cookie's thoughts on Butch and the boys at Auburn. So let's talk Auburn baseball. Cookie, what are your thoughts? Riveting stuff from Cookie. Get out of the road, baby. Come on. There's a car passing. Hi. Just got waved at by somebody. That's great. I thought they were going to be mad at us. Oh, there's another car. Hold on. Come on, Cookie. Get out of the road. All right, what I like about Auburn, Butch Thompson entering his 11th year. Cookie, you got to walk, baby. It's called walk and talk. You can't just stand still. Let's go. We got to walk. Okay, that's the whole bit. All right, Butch Thompson entering his 11th year at Auburn. I think they finally steadied the ship after having a couple of bipolar seasons a few years back. And what I mean by that is like they would end up in Omaha, and then the next year they'd be like 26 and 27. And then they come back the following year and end up back in Omaha. And so I think they finally got into a steady tournament team every single year under Butch. And I really like this team. I like the group of true sophomores that they have. It's a three-headed monster. It's Chris Rembert, Chase Freilich, and Bub Terrell. All three of those guys, I'll put a picture of them here in the top right corner. All preseason SEC. All of them as true freshmen last year, hit 300 in the SEC. That's difficult to do for anybody, and for three freshmen to do that, that's amazing. They have a great core. However, as Cookie's pulling me into the bushes here, my one concern about Auburn this year is offensively, they have to replace Ike Irish, who was a first-round draft pick last year. So replacing somebody of that stature is going to be difficult. Do they do that through the transfer portal? Do we have freshmen that are going to step up like those three guys that, last year? Are they going to step up and help out Auburn? Cookie, you got to move, baby. But replacing Ike and his bat and his presence is going to be something difficult. But, I mean, the offense, though, is where this team is really, really going to, pin itself. This team is going to be very good offensively. They're going to hit the baseball. They're going to score runs in almost every single game. I looked at their stats last year. They actually didn't hit the long ball that well. They only hit 88 home runs last year. I thought that was a little low. I think those numbers go up, but this is a pesky offense, and they're going to put pressure on teams. I think the number one thing that you're going to take away when you watch Auburn baseball, in my opinion, this year, is they're one of those teams where you watch them on a weekend series. It's like they have somebody on base every single inning. Come on, Cookie, let's go this way. They're just one of those teams. Like every single inning, they have somebody on base. They're putting pressure on teams. They're making you make plays. It's going to be one of those teams. And I think this year, if they can pepper in some more home runs, put a lot of pressure on teams, could be really, really good for them. Big question mark for Auburn, I think a lot of people have said this in the preseason, so I'm not the only one, is pitching. And it's not, are they going to be good? I think they're going to be a good staff. It's just who is pitching. So they have the back end of the bullpen locked down. Ryan Hitzler is one of the best closers in the SEC. Hope I said his name right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Pitching-wise in the starting rotation, though, they did just release their starting rotation right before I got out here to walk and talk Auburn, so I'll put the graphic up there as well. Their pitching staff, they have to figure out who's going to be the guy. And I think, at this point, with Butch entering his 11th season, I think you can trust Butch Thompson. He was a great pitching coach before he became a head coach. You can trust his judgment on pitchers. So I feel like Auburn's going to be okay. It's just who's going to take those major roles. Friday night guy that they're rolling out for their weekend opening series against Youngstown State is Jake Marciano. He's a Virginia Tech transfer, left-handed kid. Pretty good pitcher. That's Cookie's pottying right there. Good job, baby. How the rotation looks. It's a really tough schedule for Auburn, so they need to figure out who's going to be that front end of the rotation, who's going to be their middle relief guys to get to Hetzler in the back half of the bullpen. Let's see. If I remember their schedule right, like I mentioned, they're opening up with Youngstown State. They have Cincinnati in the midweek right off the bat. That's a tough midweek game. Then they go to Arlington to play three Power 4 opponents in a kind of weekend tournament thing that you've been seeing a bunch around college baseball at this time. They have Kansas State, Florida State, and Louisville in that series. That's going to be tough. They get Nebraska in the midweek. They have a home and home with Georgia Tech in the midweek. They have a tough SEC schedule, but hey, that's everybody in the conference. So it's a really, really tough schedule for Auburn, but that leads them to be able to drop games and still host supers like they did last year. Ooh, good Lord, I'm out of breath. Cookie, what are you doing, baby? Underneath the trees. But I like Auburn. I think this team has Omaha potential. This team will go as far as their offense can carry them. I think the pitching staff's going to improve throughout the year. It's just finding guys who want to step up and be starters on the weekend and do well. But hopefully, we did a good job talking Auburn baseball. Get in the comment section, like this video, tell me who your team is. Tell me who your team is, and I'll do a video for them. I'll talk about them. We'll keep up with them over the year. I got to talk some more Mississippi State. I know I saw another comment that wanted me to talk Georgia. Another one wanted me to talk Murray State. So we're working on getting those. Whew. I'm out of breath. Y'all are going to have me in shape the more we comment, so that's really good. Cookie, anything else on Auburn baseball? Nope, no more on Auburn baseball. Nick Isbell, thanks for the comment. Miss you, buddy. And we will see you next time on Talkin Ball with my dog.